Hello, dear learners. Today we will discuss the new disease. The name of the disease is tympany, or it is also known by the other name, that is the bloat. This disease is generally characterized by the formation of gases in rumen. Okay. So, this is a disease of ruminants in which the rumen and reticulum is over distended with gases of fermentations. It means that the gases is generally formed due to the fermentation in the ruminant animal. Okay, and therefore it is called as the tympany or the bloat. The cause, as you have got the introduction regarding this disease, the you may also got the idea the what would be the cause of this disease of tympany or the bloat. As I told you earlier, generally tympany or the bloat is formed due to the formation of gases by the fermentation process in rumen. Okay. So, let us see the cause or etiology of disease. Cause or etiology of disease is total depends on the whatever the instructions I have given on this disease. Okay. So, the when excess of excess of intake of fresh legumes and feeding of high grain lead to frothy bloat, lead to frothy bloat. Then this is the first cause of this disease, that is the tympany or the bloat. The tympany or the bloat may be caused due to the excess of intake of the legumes and the feeding of the high grain lead to the frothy bloat in a rumen. Then the second cause may be obstruction to normal expulsion of gases. When the normal gases is expelled not expelled from the rumen. So, in that case also the tympany or the bloat may occur. It means that these gases are choked the esophageal passage by corn cab or by turnip and sugar beet cause free gas bloat. Okay. So, when the obstruction to the normal expulsion of gases from the rumen by choking the osteophageal passage by concave turnip beet cause of free gas bloat. So, these are the two important causes due to which the tympany or the bloat is generally found in the animal. So, what would be the causes? We have seen the causes, and what would be the symptoms of this disease? Number one symptoms is The acute form of tympany results in the sudden death. Sudden death is generally formed in acute form of tympany. When any animal is suffering from the acute form of the tympany, in that case the sudden death may occur in such an animal. Okay. In acute cases, what happens? The distension of rumen occurs quickly. The flank and the whole abdomen is enlarged. The flank regions. Let us try to understand the flank region of animal. So, suppose this is the rear part of animal. This is its leg. This is the tail of animal. Okay, and this triangular portion is called as the flank region. This triangular part is called as the flank region, and the distension of the rumen occurs quickly, and the flank and whole abdomen is enlarged. When you see carefully, you will find that the flank region and abdomen of these animals become enlarged. Okay. So, this is the second symptom of this disease. Now, let us see the third symptom of this disease. The breath becomes difficult and means the difficulty in respiration. Breath becomes difficult and is enhanced by oral breathing, means animals try to breathe by orally. Okay. Then the protrusion of tongue and salivations. When animal tries to breathe by the or by through or ends by the oral breathing, when the oral breathing is occurs in such animals, the protrusion of tongues, it means that the tongue comes outside, and salivation is also occur, as it found difficulty in the respiration to the animals. So, in that case the tongue appears outside and the salivation is also seen in such cases. Then the next one is the when the distension of abdomen becomes extreme, the animal exhibits uncoordinated movement. So, you may write the uncoordinated movements, means the movements are not as usual, not the normal. Then inability to stand, means the animals not stands properly. And you may find the sudden death. Okay. So, this is again the important symptom, that the uncontrolled movement, means as the animals found difficulty in the respiration. So, not means the natural movements are not found in such animals, and that animals tries to sit. Okay. So, that is called as the inability to stand, means the animals finds the difficulty in standing, and the sudden death may occur. Okay. Sometimes animal collapse, and again the sudden death may occur. When we see the chronic tympany in animals. So, in this case, the distinction of abdomen and intra abdominal pressures are not the serious. Okay. The gas is free, but retained because of obstruction of the passage, thereby preventing the normal eructation of the gases. So, in this way we have seen the different symptoms which are found in these animals, that is the tympany or the bloat. The number one symptom that we have seen, the sudden death. Sudden death may occurs in acute form of the tympany, and when we see the flank regions and abdomen animals, it enlarges, it becomes large in the size. Okay. So, this is called as the flank regions, and this is the abdomens, it becomes very large. Then animals difficult respirations, means animals unable to breathe properly, and as a result animal tries to take a breath through mouth, and in this way the tongue protrudes. Okay. And due to this, the salivation is also occurs in this animal, in such animals. The whatever the normal movement of the animals, that normal movements is generally stop due to the tympany, or due to the gas forms inside the uterus, and therefore the movements are generally uncoordinated, and animals finds the difficulty in the standing. So, the animals tries to sit, and it becomes very difficult to stand. Okay. Sudden death may occurs. In some cases, the when the animal becomes serious, so in that case animal generally collapse on ground, and the sudden death may also occur. So, in this way we have seen the various symptoms of tympany or the bloat disease. The next point is diagnosis. How will you diagnose such a disease? So, the next point is the diagnosis. As we have seen in our previous lectures, a diagnosis is totally depends on the above symptoms. Whatever the symptoms that we have seen here in this disease, on the basis of this disease we may say that the animal is suffering from the tympany or the bloat. Okay. Uh, Diagnosis of tympany is easy by characteristic symptoms that we have already seen here. Okay. So, by observing the abdomen, by observing the flank regions, by observing the normal respiration rate of that animals, whether that the animal the propice salivation is seen, or the tongue is protrudes, or the uncoordinated movement, inability to stand. Okay. If the animal is collapse on the suddenly collapse on the ground, on the basis of all these symptoms we may say that the animal is suffering from the tympany or the bloat. Okay. So, these are the measures which are generally considered for the diagnosis of this disease. Control measures, as we have seen the different causes of this disease. When we control the causes of this disease, then definitely it will become very easy to control this disease. Okay. So, we have seen the different causes, that is the excess of the intake of the legumes, the green fodders, high grain lead to the frothy bloat. So, these are the causes. Okay. So, we have to control all these causes. In this way we may control the disease. This is not the contagious disease, that so there is no question of the spreading of disease to the or infection of the disease to the other animal. Okay. In per acute cases, the treatment, in per acute cases, the rumen is generally punctured. with a sharp knife or with a trocar and cannula to expel the gases, and this is the flank region where the rumen is punctured, okay, with the help of knife or trocar and cannula. Then to treat such animals, the generally administer oil of turpentine. Turpentine oil is administered 60 ml. 60 ml well mixed with 1 liter of groundnut oil, and ginger oil with ginger oil or coconut oil. After 6 to 8 hours administer, means after the 6 to 8 hours of administration of such powdered gingers 30 gram ginger powders, then asafoetida asafoetida is given, okay. Jaggery is also given. Then fresh legumes should be wilted and then fed to stall fed animals. So, in this way these animals is generally treated. So, we have seen in detail about the tympany, that is the bloat disease. So, thank you for hearing me.